Welcome back to Dum-Dums and Dragons, where improvisers who've never roleplayed before journey into the world of Dungeons and Dragons. I am the Grand Wizard Bukake, your host. Mudbutt's bachelor party has begun. Prince Mudbutt won the Winchester Race. Reginald confirmed that if his identity is revealed, Mudbutt will kill him. And Quinny and Alyn were horrified to discover they're going to the Oasis to kill Ignatius Planteer. Will any of our heroes die at the Oasis this time around? Find out next on Dum-Dums and Dragons.
You find yourselves in the front lobby of the Oasis, somewhere that you previously encountered Alyn for the first time. But as you walk in, you can already tell that things have changed a bit. The Thiefies took over the entire venue, but now you're just kind of, it's like if you've been somewhere when there was an event or a convention going on and then you just go when there isn't. It's got a much different vibe. So things are a little bit more relaxed, just kind of people coming and going. You can see a number of people who are clearly dressed kind of in Burning Man regalia for Ignatius Planteer's Fire Festival. But generally speaking, it's a bit more of a regular day at the Oasis, if that makes sense. You approach the service desk, and obviously there's no Alyn, but instead you find an orc who is wearing like a velvet suit jacket, so like a purple velvet suit jacket, and she's got kind of like small spectacles just kind of balanced on her nose. And she is doing that classic thing that always seems to be what people are doing at a hotel desk, where she's like looking down and writing something as you walk up. And she looks up, pushes the glasses kind of up over her eyes, and suddenly just, 10,000 watt grin of service staff. And she just says, "Hi, hello, welcome to the Oasis, your destination for fun, revels, and hijinks. My name is Larkspin Arden, and I am your hospitality host currently. Do you have a reservation, or would you like to make one?"
Mudbutt, party of four.
Pardon me one moment, sir. And she quickly pulls out a desk drawer and rifles around at it, and then puts on a party hat. And she comes back up and she's like, "The bachelor party. Welcome. We've been waiting for you for some time. Very happy that you're checking in here today. We have a number of delights all lined up for you. And you can finally make use of that brunch table that we've had on hold for you for months."
Perfect.
Just months and months. So basically, you have booked Mudbutt. What do you think your version of a fun bachelor party weekend suite would be? Would it be the most expensive suite? Would it be the roomiest suite? Would it be the smallest one so that you can all really get to know each other? What do you think his vibe is for this?
It's the biggest. It is the biggest room they have. I got both of the biggest rooms, and they're both adjoining. So there's two of the biggest rooms. They're at the very tip of the pyramid. So it's all glass. So you can all look around the desert and stuff like that. And it's also just full of pork barrels and apple barrels and wine barrels. Great.
So she takes you up to that room. Again, Alyn and Quinny, it's just super weird to be back here. You keep kind of looking around. Most notably, no one asked you to check your weapons this time around, and you notice that everyone is carrying weapons. So Larkspin explains, so Oasis has been home to many events over the years. We hosted the Quinnies about a year and a bit ago. But as you can see, the hotel is now under new management and things are considerably safer. After realizing how many smuggled weapons were occurring, we've now changed our policy to allow open carry and ask that our guests police themselves. Turns out it's just easier to clean up a mess than it is to try and prevent it. So that's what we do here now. So please keep your weapons in hand and try not to cause a ruckus. There are armored golems around to help enforce the peace, but generally speaking, we just ask our guests to take care of themselves. After all, what happens in the Oasis stays in the Oasis.
Okay, so solving the problems of weapons with more weapons.
That's correct. We tried a nicer, more civilized way, and it
Flawless
ended
logic.
in murder.
Flawless.
Well, I will say,
Says the woman who carries her weapons in her brain.
proliferation really worked for the Horde. Let me tell you that.
No horde. We don't have a horde.
No, I meant the whores in my favorite brothel.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah, I was going to say roll a check, but I think you covered yourself. So, Mudbutt, you grin, knowing that you based on the the fantasy Yelp board reviews, may have found a better brothel, and you're pretty excited to put it up against whatever Butthole's experienced in his life. But that's for later in the day. For now, you arrive in what is now known as the what do they even call this? The Royal Suite. So you recognize, Alyn, the space that Avalon Riker previously held as his office when he was briefly installed here, where you found out that he was your father, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Of course, now it's a little bit more generic because he hasn't been living here for a couple weeks. Or, sorry, not that he lived here up until a couple weeks ago, but in that before the Thiefies, he'd been there for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Same old sweet, brand new dad.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, it's
That's
got
a strange thing to say.
Beautiful view of the desert around you. However, you notice there are a number of runes along the bottom of the glass, and if you touch them, it will just show you different spaces. So you can look out at the desert. You can have theoretically a penthouse view of Waterdeep or Neverwinter, the jungles of Colt, the ocean. There's all sorts of different sort of sights that the enchanted glass can show you.
Can we see just exactly what there is?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Just keep it on that one, guys.
I run around and I start just touching all the glass, and I want different views. Like, ooh,
Yeah.
that's nice, that's nice, that's nice, that's nice.
So do I on the other side. I'm like, wow. Can you guys believe nowhere is at war right now? This is wild. Look at all this peace. This is a city. It's not on fire. This is a city. Also not on fire.
And
this
that's
one,
normal,
no
right,
corpses.
Butthole? That's totally normal.
Is it normal?
Yes.
Mudbutt, roll a check.
All right. What am I check for? What? Sorry, a perception.
Perception, please. Yep.
Okay, so 5 plus 8, so 13, and then I roll my other one, right? Mm-hmm. That's a 2.
So roll it again.
4.
So
14?
a total
So it's a
of
9.
9.
So
yeah.
total. Yeah.
So, you've always known that Mudbutt had, that Butthole had good insight into things, and truly, is a world without war a normal state? Interesting philosophical question. Oh, that Butthole. He's always got deep thoughts about things. Definitely a metaphorical consideration, not a literal one.
Same old butthole.
So
Blowing in my mind.
minutes later, a number of serving goblins come in hoisting barrels, as well as just like a rack of glasses for you guys to shatter. They're all carrying little brooms, and they just start dropping the pork and apples. And they're like, one of them says, "I'm so glad you're here. We've been replacing these daily in the hopes that one day you would arrive, but now is the day foretold to us by our managers. Please enjoy your pork and apples, and if you need to break any glasses, you go right ahead."
I just smash the tower of glasses. I just jump on it. But I'm okay because I'm wearing my armor. I just belly flop all the glasses.
The glasses explode in just a shower of shards. Your shirt begins to sparkle a bit as the glass shards embed themselves in it, and the goblins just look at you with awe, and they say, "In all our years, watching people break glasses and replacing them, truly no one has approached it with this much vigor. You truly are the chosen one. The chosen one!" And then they bring in more glasses and put them down. They quickly sweep those up. And as they're walking out, you see one of them pull out a sending stone, and he's like, "Yes, I said the chosen one thing that he paid for. We're good now. Okay, bye." So you find yourselves in the sort of royal suites. There are 4 beds, 2 in each suite. What are the sleeping arrangements going to be?
I kind of want my daughter to stay in the room so that maybe I can have some like father-daughter bonding time.
Cool, great.
And I'm just thinking, like, as long as he and Reginald are not in the same room, we just need to police that. So that's, yeah, fine. Fine.
Right.
Also drink.
Oh, yeah, all right. Chug. Oh, I'm at 6.
All right. Your D3 becomes a D6, sir. On
All
a
right.
1 to 3, you take the hit.
Sweet.
All right, so I've kind of got 2 conversations that I think are worth having now that we know who's staying where in this wonderful casino. I am so pumped about today. So first question, we're committing an assassination. So like where, when, how? Do we have anything else sorted, or are we just, he's here, kill him?
Okay. Here's my plan. So, look, the guy did. Wait, do you guys know the story behind the magician guy, or are you just great friends just going along with my murder plan?
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure we know that it's the wizard who tricked you into burning down your town.
That's the one. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay, you're
yeah.
all cut up.
Your kingdom.
Oh, yeah, I definitely knew that before he said it, but yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So I mean, I figured I got to give the guy credit. He's a really good magician. So we're going to go see his show, give him one last blaze of glory, and I'm going to go backstage in disguise, you know, being like, "Oh, I love your show," and then waka, just done.
So first question, do you have a backstage pass?
And I flash my fists. I think I got 2.
Okay, so we need to get you a disguise, like a VIP
Backstage
pass.
pass.
We might want a few of them. Or do you want to do this solo? Is this I died during my bachelor party
passes.
Oh,
There
no.
we go.
I mean, I don't think he's that much of a threat, but you guys can just come along, just more or less for like support.
All right, so what's your disguise then, friendo?
Well, I'm going to get my top hat, and I kind of like it can open up and like close down around my head, and these 2 little like eye holes can open up. I'm just going to do this.
So you're going to be a dwarf with a top hat for a head.
Yep.
A top head.
Yep. And my name's going to be King Tophead.
I think this might be less subtle than you think it is.
Oh, it'll be great.
It's very hard to argue. Anybody have any better suggestions around the room?
I just kind of like pinch the bridge of my nose. I'm just like, do we have any idea what his security's like?
No.
Okay.
Do you know what? I feel like I need to take a crap. Alyn, Quinny, why don't you come with me? And I just grab them both and walk them into the bathroom with me so I can close the door for a minute. And I'm like, check out the pork. It's pretty good to Mudbutt. And I just close the door to distract him.
Ooh.
And I'm like, here's the deal. I've had to deal with a lot of commanding officers like this. He wants to fight the battle alone while we stand by and watch. If we go in, we stand there. Hits the guy with something, gets murdered. We all get to leave.
He's our friend.
Yeah.
Well, he's
There's-
your friend. I'm sort of new here.
Yeah, and you're playing the part of his friend.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you die to play a part. Actors don't die for real in the plays. Here's the thing. He's crazy. This plan is legitimately terrible. I'm not even a great general, and I know that's one of the stupidest plans I've ever heard in my whole life. His costume doesn't work, he doesn't know how to get there, and he assumes the other guy is incompetent. I'm very good at not dying, and those are 3 terrible ideas.
Look, can we agree that Mudbutt is going to do this no matter what we say or do?
I
agree with that.
agree that he's going to do something.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying we stand out of the way. We just say, oh, good for you, that's a great idea, and then we can just wait.
Well, there's no way I'm staying out of the way because he's fucking married to my mom. Like, fuck.
What does that
And
make
he's
him?
our friend.
Oh my god. Do you have to save him because he's your dad?
I think you have to drink
he's not
now.
my dad, but no, because my mom. What? What was that?
Quinny's just, I think you have to drink now.
I don't need to do the drinking. Mudbutt isn't here to watch. It's fine. This is just about planning. So, what if we just let him die?
Not an option.
But you guys want to kill Grace and Typhus, right? Like, you could die here, and then Grace and Typhus gets the whole world, and then I don't get into my vault, and you don't get anything, and I don't get anything, and we still haven't sorted that out.
Mudbutt could help us kill Grace and Typhus too, maybe. Like, he's a friend, and we need to help him.
You think he's good in a heist? He's going to be sneaky?
I think he's good at killing.
Yeah, do you know what you don't need? One guy who thinks he's really good at killing to help you break into the land full of the god of war. You need like an army of guys if you're going to go about it that way. I'm an expert at war. Just sneak. Stay out of the way. Stay calm. Maybe hit a sauna. Send somebody else. Write some letters. Get a massage. That's my kind of war.
You may very well be good at war, but this is not your war. This is not your world.
Yeah, you're very good at a very narrow definition of war. Your definition, which is no one else's definition. Just saying.
Okay, so do you guys have a plan that's better than his plan? Or do I just sort of enact mine and maybe you fight? I'm cool either way. I just wanted to know what you were thinking.
Haven't come up with anything yet, but we need to bring him in on the plan anyway.
Okay, so it's his plan. Nailed it. All right, this is cool. My point's still valid. You can think of something else if you want. This is great.
Also, just for our collective understanding, I misspoke earlier. The Fire Festival is late tonight. It is not tomorrow. So this is all a one-day affair.
Oh.
Cool. All right. Nailed it.
So we should
Let's go,
really sober up.
Let's go back this guy up. I kick the door open and I'm like, all right, it's top hat murder time, old friend.
And
Do I kiss you? Are we kissing friends?
while you guys were in the bathroom, I was eating a mix of like apples and pork chops, and little Richard is like sticking out of my beard, and I'm kind of like feeding him, like I'm kind of like regurgitating it down so he can like nibble at it. I'm just like, well, I'm ready for smooching if you're ready for smooching, and I'm still covered in like apple and ham.
All right, old friend. And then I lean in and I kiss him, but it's closed mouth. I'm not doing the tooth thing. I'm just rolling the dice as I'm like,
And Richard kisses you too. He kind of like, Bep. No, he just pops up and then he runs back in my beard.
It's kind of adorable, actually. I hope that bird lives forever.
There's,
Thank you.
There's a tone on the intercom, and you hear Larkspin downstairs to say, "Hello, Mr. Butt. Your brunch reservation begins in 5 minutes. Please make your way to the restaurant that you selected in your reservation, and your food shall be out shortly." Mudbutt, what kind of restaurant do you think you would have booked a brunch at?
One that serves barrels of apples and barrels of pork and wine.
Okay, so you're taken not to any restaurant, but just like to the larder, and they have some chairs set up for you. But Mudbutt, in your head, when you heard the larder, you thought it was like a cool restaurant, not just some shitty chairs outside a space. So you slip some money to the goblins to deliver this to you. Which restaurant do you want to eat this in?
Like the fanciest restaurant. I want like a table where like a celebrity would sit. It's like kind of like away from the others, and it's like maybe there's like a velvet rope that's kind of cutting it off from everybody, and maybe there's like a fun like piano guy.
Okay. So you're brought to Ryan. What's the name of the fanciest restaurant in the Oasis?
It's called the Omega Oasis.
So you're brought to the Omega Oasis, which is like a fancier Oasis within the hotel, the Oasis. So it's just everything that the hotel has, but slightly nicer. And you're brought through, and everyone's in like their finest for their fancy rich people brunch. And you're taken to the back booth, which just has like a line of Elvis busts of various forms. And a velvet rope, and there's we'll say like a gnome at the piano, He's got like the little like curling tails on his coat, and he's one of those like full body piano players where he's just like all in very gracefully playing a piano version of a modern track. Adam, what's he playing?
I think we're sticking to Pitbull. So he's, you know, I don't know any Pitbull songs. I only know Pitbull.
Okay, we'll say he's playing like a really like orchestral version of Timber.
Right. Okay, that's right. Timber. Yeah.
And
yeah.
he just keeps occasionally stopping to go, Timber, and then he goes back to play. There's like there's a bunch of candles like melted around it. It's very dramatic. So you're brought in, and your waiter arrives, and he is a he's just a human, I suppose. He's got like just a shock of purple hair, just kind of like a very close cropped mohawk. And he says, "Hello, my name is Trenzalore, and I will be your waiter today. I understand you have a custom menu picked out of the barrels of pork and apples. Very strange, but yes, thank you. So to begin with, I understand you wanted the finest swill. Is that correct?"
Yes, please. And also, since it is my special day, I was wondering, you know that magic show that's happening later on, right?
Yes, the Fire Festival, yes.
I'm a pretty important person back in New Winchester. You've probably heard of it. It's a pretty new town that's popped up. I'm wondering if maybe you could give me and my friends here a backstage pass to go see our collective friend, and I gave like really big winks to everybody at the table, Ignatius Planteer.
Can you go ahead and roll me a persuasion check, please?
All right. Oh, am I still drunk? Do I need to do the other one?
Yes, you do.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So that's a natural 20 with persuasion. You say so that is. I think that's a -1.
It is.
What did you
that
get on
20
your drunk
though,
die?
Oh, and my drunk die, I got a 1. Roll
Tom,
it again.
it's a crit success with a drunk fail. It's a messy success! Yay!
All right, so Mudbutt, you are being incredibly convincing. And Trenzalore is nodding along, and he's like, "Well, I do not have a pass, but I will see about getting you one." However, as you're really throwing all of your charm and striking poses to try and seem more of a big deal, the pork and apples that you've been consuming just aren't sitting right. You've been pretty much eating pork and apples nonstop since this morning, and then you were in the desert for a bit. And you also went running. So, like, your body's having a hard time. Well, I'm implying you're about to have a messy successy. So Tren says, you know what? I think if you just give me a couple of minutes, I will go talk to the manager. And then you just hurl all over this very fancy waiter in this very fancy restaurant.
It's the
And it
Monty
is like-
Python sketch of the really fat guy.
Mr. Creosote.
Creosote.
Yeah. And he is just drenched in bile and pork and apples. You can drop your drunk die back down to a D3.
All right.
Just because of how much you've lost.
I erased 3 drinks, basically.
Yeah.
All right.
But
That's how it works in
is-
real life.
It creates quite a scene. There is now just sort of vomit everywhere, and the piano player is just staring with his jaw dropped, and he just yells, "Timber! Timber!" And someone comes over and goes, "Hey, Tim, it's okay, man. It's okay. Just chill out. Timber?" It's like, "Yes, I know, man. It's okay. It's all right. Sir, I understand from your comically matching t-shirts that this is in fact a bachelor party. You must leave. No brunch for you, sir. No brunch for you. I say you good day.
And without missing a beat, I'm just my friend. I think we can work something out here. I mean, yes, I just projectile vomited on you and that delightful man playing the piano. But like you said, it is my bachelor party, and I believe, unless they've rewritten the laws, that I have diplomatic immunity for the remainder of my party. I mean, prove me wrong. That's what I heard.
I do. You should get something from the 20, and you're definitely not getting a backstage pass after vomiting on him. So I'll say the 20 grants you diplomatic immunity for minor offenses.
That sounds pretty minor.
You can't murder anyone, but you apparently can vomit. So you won't be it won't be charged to your room or anything. But they are demanding that you leave the brunching zone.
Well, can somebody? I just ordered like 20 barrels of apple and pork. Can somebody at least carry this stuff?
Well, would you like to speak to the manager?
I would, yes.
So
I want him to carry it for me.
Oh man,
all right.
Prince Mudbutt's really just a bit of a Karen, eh? You know, just make a mess and demand the manager deal with it. Anybody?
Oh yeah.
I wonder what he looks like under that hat. I think I know his haircut.
So with that, the four of you are led back towards the kitchen, and Trent explains that he'll have to kind of take you through the kitchen to get to the manager's office. So he opens the door for you, and you all start to make your way into the kitchen. And then suddenly the door slams behind you and locks from the outside, and the lights go out, and you can hear people creeping around.
My flaming warhammer is in my hand.
You hold it up, and you can see dim shadows crawling sort of along the walls in the ceiling. It looks like an ambush.
Oh, I don't remember paying for this.
I don't think this
I've got
restaurant's
dark
up to
vision,
code.
so can I see anything more than that?
No, you see
It's
figures creeping towards you in ninja garb.
Listen, I don't know who you are, but all I'm gonna say is we can 100% team up, because evil goals being achieved is sort of what I do. Hello, new friend? I'm not sure. The important thing is we're gonna team up. They call me Reginald. I am here to serve, and I just give a bow, and I'm like, let's all talk this out.
A throwing star comes flying at your head. Roll a dexterity save.
Oh, jeez.
It's a dirty 20.
You're used to people trying to kill you while you give this speech. So you dodge out of the way, and then you just hear a voice from the shadows say, "You will not fool us, chosen ones.
Okay,
We are well aware of your purpose, and we will destroy you."
They're here to kill us.
Chosen
All right,
ones.
everyone
Hold on.
stop. I will kill everyone here. Just lights on.
Quinny just grabs Mudbutt, is like,
Or I
Mudbutt,
kill
is this
you.
part of the chosen one package?
I mean, they called us the chosen one, so I think so. Oh no! What are we going to do? Wink, 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 wink.
And I just unstrap my shield. it's a big tower shield. Just,
Mudbutt, you need to say something.
Mudbutt, what's your armor
Reginald
class?
is going to kill someone.
My armor class is 14.
You are struck by an arrow.
Oh no!
Take 9 points of damage.
Oh, 9. Oh, jeez. Okay. So, well, about 126. So that's 115. All right.
well, they always say on the battlefield, in the words of my dear old daddy, if you don't know what to do, charge them. He's just gonna run and charge towards the enemy.
Roll for initiative.
Oh man.
19.
15 for Quinny.
4.
3. Ooh. Because I have disadvantage on initiative because I'm so handsome.
Yeah, that handsomeness really slows you down.
Well, I look like what I thought is supposed to be everyone's friend, but sometimes when people are trying to kill you, it can just enhance their emotions in a negative way. So to them, I look like something scarier than normal, which makes them work faster.
All right, so there are 6 ninjas in the room. They're up first. So Reginald, as you charge forward, they're going to take their shots at you. Your AC again?
It is 21 with the shield.
Okay, so the 4 of them who are armed with ranged weapons all like throw a combination of like shuriken and like short bow arrows. They all ping into your shield. Like the arrows stick in, the shurikens just bounce off ineffectively. And then the 2 who are not using ranged weapons are going to drop down, and they're going to try and rush past you to get to Mudbutt. So you're going to get an attack of opportunity on one of them. One has a sword, and one of them has like a short scythe.
Scythe seems scarier, so I'm going to take the swing with the hammer at the scythe.
Yep.
That is a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
Great. I'm going to do... So it's 7 regular damage plus 8 fire damage from the flaming warhammer.
Okay. So you swing the hammer mightily, and it cracks into the ninja with the scythe, sending them cartwheeling kind of off to the side. You see them like slump into a pile and then just kind of force their way up to their feet, but they're looking kind of rough. Yeah, cool. Cool. That brings us to Alyn.
So can you just let me know like how everyone is situated right now?
We are in a sort of a busy fast order kitchen. There's kind of that massive island in the middle of it that has all the prep stations. Currently, there are ninjas with bows at the far end of the room, kind of crouched up in the corners of the ceiling. On the ground in front of them are 2 ninjas throwing stars as they begin to advance. And then much closer are the 2 that are rushing up to Mudbutt.
Okay, and still in front of me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I am just gonna blast the shit out of these guys. No patience, no holding back. Just a blast of like frigid air just emerges from my hands and blasts them in a cone of frigid air, and they have to make a Constitution saving throw, please. DC 15.
And that'll hit all of them? Is that correct?
It'll hit everyone in a 60-foot cone.
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay.
And is
Am
that
I
enemies?
in that cone as they're running past me?
Yeah, Laura, is it just enemies or is it everyone?
Is it running past you?
There are 2 of them running past me.
He charged into the
Mudbutt.
room. They ran past him towards Mudbutt, who's standing.
Okay, I can't use that then. Sorry.
Or did you already use it?
No, because I thought because I thought you were behind me.
No,
That's my bad. I definitely would not have used that to hit you. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Then I'll just shoot because I want to try to throw them off. So the 2 that are closest to me, I would like to throw 3 magic missiles at them each.
Okay.
Sorry, just a second.
Yep.
So I'm in the front. I just smoked a guy with a hammer. There's another one running past me. Alan's blasting magic missiles around me, or is it hitting the front too, I imagine? If it's
It's hitting the front too.
Great. So the guy who went past me and the guy I hit with the hammer are both going to eat it.
Jesus, 6 and 4 damage.
Okay. And I'm sorry, Laura, that was at the 2 that charged past Reginald?
Yeah.
Okay. So the one with the scythe, You hit him, and he stumbles and kind of like collapses, sliding across the ground a bit before coming to a stop.
Cool.
So he is down. Cool. Quinny.
I'm going to take out the next melee guy.
Yep, the sword guy.
Yeah, he's facing off with Reginald, or did he run past
He rushed
Reginald?
past Reginald. He's just run up to Mudbutt.
Okay, then I'm going to basically wheel around and attack him from behind while he's facing off against Mudbutt.
Okay. Some kind of sneaky attack. Some kind of sneak attack.
Okay. So that's going to be 23 to hit with Frostbite.
Yep, that'll do.
Oh boy.
Okay. Roll some dice. And I won't have the poison active on this.
Okay.
This other shit out of the way. Wow, 3 ones.
Woo!
1, 2, 3, 9, 12, 17 damage.
All right. You kind of rush around behind him and just kind of jam your blade up and in. You're shocked to find how little resistance there is once you cut through into the fabric. You feel like the blade kind of like glance off bone.
Ghost ninjas.
But there doesn't seem to be anything in there. As you withdraw the blade, the body collapses straight down into a pile.
They're not mortal. And I'll just like wheel around, like spin around to get ready for the next attack.
Cool. Mudbutt.
All right, so I got an arrow in me, so I kind of like pull it out, and I'm still doing great. I mean, I'm at 117, and I'm like arrow in the arm, and I'm bleeding, and it's not even 2:00. And then I kind of like unhinge my battle axe, and I'm like, this party's just getting started. And so is the guy who tried to kill me, he's dead.
The two guys that are close are dead. There's 2 guys on the ground at the far end of the room, and then 2 guys up on the ceiling at the far end of the room.
Yeah.
Oh, they're like on the ceiling?
Yeah, they're like crouched in the corners firing bows.
Oh, okay. And I'm behind everybody. So I'm going to try to like, I want to get these like Spider-Man guys that are just kind of like crouching in the corner. Which then makes me think I have a javelin. So maybe I won't do my great axe then. So I'll pull out my javelin and
I think it's like, this party's just getting started. Puts the axe back away, pulls out a javelin.
Hold on. Yeah, so it's like, oh wait, oh, he's dead. Okay, and then I kind of like switch. Yeah, and I want to throw a javelin at one of the Spider-Man dudes in the corner.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
All right. So I got, hold on. So I rolled a 15. The melee weapon, if I'm throwing. If thrown, normal range. What does that mean? I think I add 5? Is that right? Or no, plus 8 to hit. So that's 23.
That will definitely hit. And
then 1d6 plus 4 piercing damage. Let's see. So that is 9 damage.
All right. So you throw your javelin mightily. You get this ninja right through the chest. Seems to kind of pin them to the wall. They're still struggling, but then actually they kind of test their bearings and realize that now they don't need to like actively be forcing themselves, like wedging themselves in the corner because they're pinned. So they just kind of slump on the javelin and start reaching for more arrows.
Oh, great.
Which brings us to and Mudbutt, I believe you get 2 attacks.
Oh, do I? Oh,
I think so. As a
If
level
I do,
11
I bet he
barbarian,
does.
I
Yeah.
gotta imagine. So you can
100%.
throw a second javelin if you want at the same target or a different one.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'll aim it at the other Spider-Man guy because there's 2, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Even though
there's Peter and Miles.
Even though I seem to be helping them by sticking javelins into them, I'll try that. All right, 17 plus 8, 25.
Yes.
I was gonna say, are you rolling your drunk dice? Not that it'll matter in this case, but
No. Should I be? Does that
Yes,
affect it?
please.
Oh, okay.
you're still drunk.
Well, my D6 was my attack. Okay, well, one, I do my drunk dice. Okay, that's 5.
You're
Okay,
fine.
so you're fine.
Okay, and then I'll do my javelin was D6. Okay, and then plus 4, that's 10.
Nice.
Nice. So yeah, you get the other one kind of through the hip. So he also kind of like releases and then swings upside down. So now he's just kind of like hanging awkwardly, and he's trying to like re-aim his bow from upside down.
Well, I did good.
Yeah.
It's my party. I did good. Great. Reginald.
Great. There's the guy who's hanging down. Is there another guy near him?
Yeah, there's another guy on the ground throwing stars.
Bam, I'm going at those two then. Reginald's, it's just a continuous charge. Like, this is all going on, but he's sprinting forwards. He'll swing at the guy on the ground first, because theoretically, guy from hanging from the ceiling is more awkward. So if he can kill ground guy, that's better luck. And he just is yelling, "Cowards never die!" And then that's I gotta roll my drunk die. Just a second. Oh, no, I'm fine. Okay, that is a 23 to hit.
Yep.
Great. And it gets 9 regular damage plus 4 fire damage.
All right, and this is the guy on the ground?
Yes.
You mightily smash him to pieces. You feel his whole body kind of invert as you hit him with the hammer. And the sort of bag of bones is flung across the room and smashes against a wall.
Great. And then I'll take my second attack at the guy hanging from the ceiling.
Yep. His head is right at pulping level.
It's not going to land no matter what I do. So that's great. It was a 10 to hit. So
So you hit him, and he spins all the way around and then comes back to swinging down low. He takes no damage because the momentum just carried him up and around. Okay, great. Top of the round, the remaining ninjas. So Miles Morales, upside down, yells, "Save me! The chosen ones! They are too powerful and handsome!" Peter says, "By the gods, you're right! Handsome and brave! Truly kings of kings!" And he's going to try and shoot you in the back, Reginald. No dice. The arrow bounces off your armor ineffectively. The guy on the ground with the shurikens still sees Mudbutt ahead, and he says, "Looks like it's curtains for you." And then he checks his sleeve and he says, "Bachelor boy!" And then he runs
Oh my God.
runs at you, kind of doing the full like shinobi like running blade slice. He'll hit. You'll take 4 points of damage.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. All right.
Truly, it is not. Alyn.
Is the guy on the ground engaged with Mudbutt, or is he still?
He is now. Yep.
He's engaged. Okay. In that case, I'll take one of the guys at the left-hand corner,
Yep.
and I will hurl acid at him. He has to make a dex saving throw, which I'm guessing. I mean, he's pinned.
Yeah. You can't really wriggle too much. So.
Yeah. Lovely. All right, that's 7 acid damage.
Okay, you see the clothes begin to burn and smolder, and he starts like flailing and screaming, and he's like, "Oh, acid! Ah! Ah! Ah!"
Yeah, I just kind of fold my arms and stand there.
And then he
Great.
hangs limp. Alyn, you notice that the acid is burning the clothes, but it's not eating through them the way you would normally see.
Yeah.
Which brings us to Quinny.
I'll run up on the guy that's in Mudbutt's face and try for the same attack.
Go for it.
Okay, so that's gonna be 21 to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
Rolling suspense.
Yes. 3 ones again. This
Good
might actually
old
be the exact
triple
same
one
result.
Quinny, they call
Oh
him.
man.
3,
Well, I mean, that
That's
didn't stop you
crazy.
from killing the last
14.
one.
17. It is 17 again. However, I didn't add my modifier, so that's 17 plus 6. So
23.
yeah, 23 damage.
Yay.
You cut him down, just like come in, stab. As he collapses, he just yells, "I'm sorry, my dark god. They are too powerful and hopefully generous when it comes to tipping."
I hate
yeah.
this so much.
Okay.
Which brings us to the final guy who is engaged with Reginald. Mudbutt, your buddy Reggie is fighting an upside down skeleton. What do you do?
I kind of pull out like a piece of paper from my pocket, and I kind of look at like the attack that I ordered. I'm just like, okay, I'm just counting to make sure all the ninjas are there. It's like, okay, so there's 1, 2, 6. Oh, okay, all right, go Reggie, go.
All right, so Reginald, I'll give you advantage from the words of encouragement. Also, as a coward, I feel like your only recourse is to end this as fast as you can. So, Reginald, you're up.
correct. All right, so I'm just going to try to smack him again the one way. Okay, that is a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Great. And it will be 12 regular damage plus 4 fire damage.
All right, so you crack him. He spins around on fire, and it's very dramatic. And you can see he's actually like using his body to help propel this spin. And then finally, as he slumps, he just says, "Good has triumphed again," and then just hangs limp.
All right, so what I learned from this attack is there's someone who wants to say hello to our little group. You know it's not a real assassination attempt unless they brought a wizard. That's why I gotta watch out for wizards. Am I right, Alyn? And I just point at Alyn.
Mudbutt, if I run out of magical energy today and someone dies, this is fucking your fault.
Who's gonna die? No,
Which is when the lights get clicked on and the waiter comes back and he's like, "Oh, you did it! Oh no! I'm so sorry that you got attacked by the ninjas in here.
So furious.
That was quite a surprise, but you handled yourselves most excellently. Just come this way," and he starts like leading you back out of the kitchen, back towards your table, which is now vomit-free and full of pork and apples. And behind you, you see all the ninjas getting up and kind of dusting off and kind of like helping each other reassemble. And one of them's like, "All right, so the next show's at what? We got what, like 2 hours? Yeah, okay. I think I don't know. I'm gonna go read or something. I don't know. That's pretty good. That's good. That acid thing was great, Jerry." And Jerry's like, "Well, thank you." And then they like awkwardly do that like dead actor try to get off the stage thing in Shakespeare where they all like look around hoping that you're not looking and then like scurry out the side door.
So, Mudbutt, I have a question for you after this harrowing adventure together. I just want to circle back around. You know how we talked about doppelgangers and you said that if there was like a fake version of me that you'd kill them? But like, what if they'd fought in a glorious combat with you and then they'd helped you defeat ninjas together? I mean, that's got to be a game changer, right, bud?
Now, are we talking about one that is unexpected or one that I paid for as a part of my bachelor party package?
Let's say the one that just happened right there. Like, what do you think?
Well, I mean, it's all a game, right? So I don't think, like, look, if I was really in trouble and then all of a sudden, let's just say, for sake of argument, it's you, and you're like, "Hey, I'm not who I say I am. I'm some extra dimensional, kind of like weirdo doppelganger." Look, I've been trying to manage my rage problem since I met your mother, but honestly, I kind of lose it. But hey, that's a good thing that's not happening, though, right?
Exactly, it's not happening. So what you're saying is they'd have to save you from real mortal danger. There's nothing else. Not like if they got you a specific kind of cake or like a certain gift.
Oh no, my barbarian honor. Sorry, still 3 drinks in. That it demands that somebody has to save me in order to be forgiven.
Okay, good to know. Just a point for the table, though. I mean, what if everyone else knew the doppelganger was fake? Like, how would you react to them?
Oh, that changes it. So, like, it's not just you. It's like other people are in on it?
Yeah, let's imagine that, like, Quinny and Alyn both knew that I was a fake butthole, and then they were like, we're going to cover this up. Because I just want to know, because, in a theoretical scenario, those people's fate would be sort of intertwined, and maybe they should all work together more instead of yelling at the fake person in the bathroom.
What?
The butler
What are
runs
you
by chasing a
doing,
dog,
butthole?
being like, I am so sorry, this was part of someone else's package. The dog got out. Hey, come back here! Who lets this dog out? And he goes running after the dog.
There's a dog package? Oh, man.
Yeah. No, I figured out what I want my thing to be for today.
Oh,
But
I
you
know
already
what
had
I
your
want y'all to
thing.
do.
It was the
No, that was
dad-daughter
just that
thing.
was
and
that
then I
was just for
drank.
Mudbutt. That was just for Mudbutt. This
Oh,
one's
we all
for
get a
everyone.
thing for each person?
I mean, Mudbutt, this
For
is
the
up to
party.
you. Are you just trying to win Alan's favor as your new daughter by letting her have an extra one?
Oh, anything for my special little girl. I
Yeah.
remember when I held you in my arms for the first time when your mother gave birth to you. I was so happy.
I get to perform one spell on each of you, and the others get to decide what it is.
I don't
What
like
up?
this.
Oh, I like this.
Oh, I am 100% on board for this. This is
I
going to
didn't
be
plan
dope.
this. Oh, this is fun. I didn't have to pay for this. Okay, go, go, go. Me first. Me first.
Oh, it doesn't have to be now.
Nope,
It
it's
can
him
be
right
now.
now.
Oh,
He
but
said the
no.
rule. All right. Quinny, you and I get to decide what happens to Prince Mudbutt. Alyn, can you please provide a list of your spells?
Yeah, sure. So, acid splash, poison spray. We can do magic missile. I mean, feather fall, but then we got to go up to a roof and push someone off.
Okay, here's the thing,
Witch
Alyn.
bolt.
Can we get a list of all of your non-hurtful, non-killing spells?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind a spell. I
okay.
just don't want, little Richard here to get hurt. And then he kind of
Benign transposition. I mean, we can switch places. Vampiric touch doesn't hurt that much.
Nope, that's still... I saw you rip somebody's stuff out. Bad.
Dimension door.
Ooh, I like Dimension Door.
All right, what if you open a dimension
Greater
door?
invisibility.
Oh, make Mudbutt invisible. I think he deserves that for his bachelor
Also,
party.
phantasmal killer. It sounds bad, but it's just about seeing your greatest fear for a little while. It might do some psychic damage.
I mean, I kind of like the
Modify
invisible.
memory. That one's good.
No, Mudbutt said he wants to be invisible. Admittedly, it's not his choice, but Quinny, how do you feel about an invisible Mudbutt used right now in this restaurant? I think it's pretty good.
I hate this idea so much. What's just the least draining spell you have, Alan, if we have to do this at all?
Acid, poison spray.
So you're saying you just want to spray acid or poison Mudbutt? Alan, this doesn't seem like a real gift that you should give your dad.
Do prestidigitation on something.
I'll take prestidigitation.
Sure, do that to Mudbutt. I don't know what that is, but it sounds nice. It's like a massage, right? I told you, it's the only way to go to
No.
war.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Prestigious digitation sounds great.
Clean up the puke that's on his shirt.
Yeah, okay, I can do that.
Great.
And I clean an area 1 cubic foot.
As you do so, Mudbutt, your shirt is refreshed. You smell like clean laundry. Ooh. A lesser-known side effect of prestidigitation. Jesus, never mind. Prestigious digitation, as you would put it. As you do so, you just see like a goblin and an elf who are like carrying away a mop and bucket. Just look back at you with like fucking so much disgust and anger. I'm like, oh, cool, that's an option, huh? Wow. Sure am glad we spent 10 minutes cleaning this up. That was great.
I
Great.
flip him a gold coin each. And just like,
Well.
goes, sorry for the trouble, fellas. And then click, click.
We'll open our own hotels. They cheers them and then leave. All right. So having filled up on pork and apples and mimosas, I'm gonna say you can each drop your drunk tally by 1.
Oh, okay.
However, Mudbutt did talk about the past, even though it was fake. So everyone take 1 for that. So a yield loss of 2.
I'm back up.
All right,
Cool.
I'm back up at 3.
All right. Wicked. All right. So having successfully quote, quote, completed Brunch, and having had your entirely unexpected run-in with the Skeleton Ninja stunt crew, it is now time for some games. Ooh. You are escorted down to the sort of the casino floor. And you find yourselves in kind of a large room full of like flashing machines and a variety of card games and dice games. Pardon me. Upon arrival, you're all given 20 chips to get you started. This was part of the package Mudbutt already paid for, so they are actually worth money. They're just pre-purchased. Okay. So there are a variety of games. Mudbutt, what do you think Mudbutt would want the most from like an afternoon of gambling?
Well, is this like typical casino stuff, or is there like are there like goblin fights we can like bet on or something like that, or like?
If you look at your dirty sheet, there are in fact feats of strength, but they're later in the day. Oh,
okay.
So this is purely just like a games in gambling. You can probably bet on like horses or something if you want to go that route. But
I like. I'm gonna do like roulette because I like how the ball spins.
Okay. Great. So I assume your goal then is just have fun with whatever game's in front of you. You don't really care if you win or lose?
Yeah.
Cool. Alyn, last time you were in a casino, you done fucked up real good. So what's your strategy here?
To not play and pout and try to not get in the way of anything and just try to sense if anyone else is going to fucking attack us and if it's real or not. Because I don't want to waste another fucking spell slot.
Oh, are you gonna not use your chips? You seem like you're kind of the type who's gonna stand there looking scared.
You want them?
Oh my God, yes, thank you very much.
They're yours.
Oh, go Moonhammer! And he jumps and punches the air like he did when he yelled "Go Horde."
A bunch of people at tables just jump up and yell the same thing and then roll dice, because gamblers are superstitious like that, and it's very funny to me. Cool. Okay, so you make your way up to the roulette table. It is being overseen by a hobgoblin who is wearing like a wide-brimmed hat and just like those like leather jackets with the tassels. He's kind of wearing that, and he's like, welcome everybody, step right up. We're playing fantasy roulette. That's right, roulette that happens in a fantasy realm, like this one. Sometimes a winner, often some losers. You, sir, and he points at you, Mudbutt. He says, you look like a man who is, and he squints at your shirt, and he's like, friends with people and a dead bird, but probably here with a party of some sort. Is that correct?
Wow, how did you know?
I'm clever, I am. My name's Hailmer Clubwing, and I'll be your gambling host for this particular table. Ooh. And then he sees someone else who's like, oh, hello, ma'am. You look like you're with, and he squints. He's like, a bachelorette party. Come on down. And he's clearly like doing this kind of over and over again. And sure enough, the table begins to fill up. So, Mudbutt and Reginald, you're both at the table. Quinny, this place has a rack set up similar to like a carnival with a bunch of magic items on it. And it would seem that if you win enough chips, you can either cash them in for gold or you can cash them in for an item off the wall. So that kind of catches your attention. Do you think you'd be playing roulette with these guys, or what would Quinny's play be?
Tell me about these magic items. How it's just an exchange thing, so it's just about winning chips?
Yeah, and unfortunately, they're kind of in mystery boxes, so they're wrapped in such a way that you can kind of tell. Like, one looks like a pair of fists, and you're like, yes, gauntlets, I get it. But there's a variety of items. You feel like you could probably get something pretty great for 200 chips.
Okay. I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna try and rack up as many chips as I can.
All right. One moment while I pull up a digital roulette wheel.
I was gonna say, Tom, Reginald will spend Alyn's chips at the roulette table, And then he wants to take his chips over to the dice because Reginald is in fact proficient with dice.
Oh.
Nice. I am proficient with waterborne vehicles.
That will help you less here, but maybe more later.
Classic.
Due to our enslavement on a pirate ship.
I'm proficient in land vehicles. Between the two of us, we could run a small business.
You are correct.
Reginald's vehicles, by water or by land, will get you where you need to go. Reginald's.
Named for the famous explorer, Reginald. All right.
Yes, exactly.
So, I don't play roulette, but this app is going to help me help you do it. I think we're going to skip the numbers for the purposes of simplicity and instead just go with colors. Cool. So, would you like to place money on red or black?
Black for Quinny.
10 chips on red. Bet on blood.
What do we have? Is it
course.
20 chips? 20?
Yep.
All in on black.
Yep. And sorry, Quinny, how much were you betting?
He'll do 15.
Spin wheel, spin. And that is red.
Ah, blood!
Yeah!
Yay!
Mudbutt cheers too.
Yes. So, Mudbutt, you're bust. Quinny, you're down to 5, and Reginald, you're up to 40.
As I take it, you're supposed to get rid of all your tokens first. The key is to bet them all at once.
Oh, that's what I did wrong.
So I'm up to 40, so I'm going to set half that aside, so I'll just keep playing with my first 20. So now I've got more to go spend on dice.
Okay, so on red.
Oh man, blood keeps flowing. Come on, blood.
Spinning, spinning, spinning. Oh, 33 black.
Oh, no. Oh, well. Did anybody bet black, or was it just me playing?
It's just you.
It was just
Oh,
you.
man. You guys are boring. All right. Hey, anybody want to go play dice? I'm good at dice.
I could shoot some dice with my last
I
5.
don't
Yeah.
care. Yes.
Can I?
My
I
butt?
want, yeah, well, I want to kind of like pull Alyn aside because she seems a little down, and so I want to be like, hey, you fellas go over to the dice table. I need some daddy-daughter time. And then I take a drink because I mentioned she was my daughter. So I'm back up at 4. Okay, so I pull you aside. It's like, okay, so since I'm going to be having a full conversation, I'll just say that one drink will count for the conversation that I'm having because I don't want to drink every time that I mention that the fact you're my daughter. But what's going on? I mean, your dad here, he's having a fun time, and I just want you to have some fun too.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, like, we've given up on attacking Igneous, right?
No. That happens later on.
Yeah. So we're just gambling.
Yeah.
Getting drunk.
Yeah.
And developing no plan whatsoever
But
for
we're
this
bonding.
dangerous situation that will happen later today.
Right.
I just want to make sure we're all clear.
But I mean, we can't just go after the bad guy, right? I mean, he's there. He's not going anywhere. He says he's here till October. So, I mean, like, he's not going to run away.
You know what? Like, my real dad is like an asshole, but at least he always had a plan.
But, like, unlike your real dad, I'm right here, and I'm here to listen. Look, I was going to give this to you after the bachelor party, but maybe I should give this to you now. And so I kind of pull out this piece of paper, and it's like I made a little, like metal out of paper, and it's like colored in with like crayons and like magic markers and stuff. And it's like, to my number one daughter, love, Dad. And I kind of gave it to her, and it was like, I just kind of a little something just to show that, I just want to be there in your life and just help you out.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, the longer we keep playing, the less likely you are to be in my life.
Because
Because you're going to die. tonight.
What? No way. Do you see this armor? I'm like super good.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna die.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. I guess I'll go kind of just sit over there and feed Richard. And I kind of just slowly, sadly walk
sober
away.
up and start thinking about like how you're gonna kill this Planteer guy.
I just sadly walk away.
As the Hulk TV show theme plays.
Da, 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 and
Hey, Mudbutt, do you have any chips left?
What? No, you're supposed to be done your chips by now. Don't you know how to play?
I'm playing dice. You want to come watch? You can have some of my chips. I'll give you 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's all go bet together.
Okay, we're gonna keep the dice game real simple. It is a D10 and we'll say a D10 and a D4, and you're trying to get closest to 14.
Cool. I have proficiency in dice. How would that help, or does it not?
You can re-roll the 10.
Dope. Okay. All right. What do you think? I'm just going all in on one. Let's see what we can do. We got to get some real chips out here, right, friends?
So what do we do?
You bet 10 chips and I roll the dice.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I'm better at rolling dice than you. I've done this during my time with the army.
10.
Quinny, you got your own plan? Or are you in?
I've got 5 and I'm going to roll.
Okay, he's doing his own thing then. All right, so Mudbutt and I are in together. And I'm putting it all in. So between the two of us, we have 40 chips. Let's see what happens.
Go ahead and roll them bones. I will roll for the dealer.
We're closest to 14?
Yep.
All right, so here's the question, Mr. Mudbutt. Now, we've got an 8 and a 2, which takes us to 10. Now, I can re-roll that 8 because I'm very good at this game. However, we're stuck with the end result. Do you want to go big, or do you want to go home?
So wait, you're rolling a D10.
And a D4. So I rolled an 8 and a 2. So I can re-roll the 8 to try to get to 10. But our odds are very bad of that. Knowing that I'm proficient at this game, we should probably just stay here. But there is a 20% chance we could improve.
You know what? I'm feeling we stay, whatever that means.
Yep, exactly. We're going to stay. And I just do that hand thing that you have to do for like the goblins in like little cradles from the roof watching the tables.
Sure. Quinny, what'd you get?
I rolled a 9.
Okay. House rolled a 10, but 8 is high. I had a 6 and a 4. So, Reginald, you win.
Hey! All right, how about what's our rate of return on this, Tom?
No, just double it. I don't want to do math.
Dope. All right, we're up to 80. So, Quinny, you look at the prizes. How much do we need to do real good?
200.
All right, let's put it all back on the table, baby.
While this is happening, I'd like to take a walk around to see if I can suss out where the magic show is happening and just start gathering intel. Because fuck it, I don't want to die.
So the magic show is part of the Fire Festival, which takes place out behind the casino grounds. He's set up a whole cool Burning Man situation out there.
Okay.
There's like medical tents that people can sleep in. There's like sandwiches with some lettuce on them. The whole thing, really, truly a millennial dream. But yeah, the magic show is at a stage at the far end of that. From the sounds of what you can kind of ascertain, until the show occurs, he's kind of in protected areas, so he'll only kind of be vulnerable during the show itself.
Okay.
All right, we rolled an 11. We're going to stay. We're doing good. 11. Stay.
I rolled a 6.
Dope.
So 160. You're so close.
Hey! But wait, how are we going to get rid of them all?
Don't worry, we're going to give them away for a prize once we get up to the good number. So we got to win 40. All right, so we're going to put 40 down for this die roll. Let's see what happens. Oh, we got a 10. We're going to stay on a 10.
All right. You lose to an 11 from the house.
Nuts. Okay, we're at 120.
Okay,
All
we're doing better. We're losing those chips. Okay, we're doing okay.
Everybody's feeling pretty good right now. All right, I'm going to bet I'm gonna bet 100. Let's get in there.
Oh, that'll do it. Okay.
Big spender, big spender. A round of here, come over here. I want to make a drink order, and I just lean in the lady's ear, and I'm like, a water for me and the halfling, and an alcoholic drink for this guy. And I'm like, hey, yeah, 3 drinks, woo, drinks. And then I roll.
Great.
Oof. All right,
Oh.
well, we're stuck with the 7. I can't do anything because I used the reroll. So, 7.
I rolled a 4.
Ooh.
Hey! All right. There you go. We actually got to 200. All right, this is great. This is great. We have our drinks. We down the drinks and we go over to the prize vault because we'll just spend our chips or
All right.
prizes.
If you had waters, drop your drink counter by 1.
Dope.
All right, so I'm at 5 now. Is that right?
Yeah, yours goes up by 1.
Oh, jeez. All right. I'm liking it. Okay.
All right, so let's look at these prizes here. Let's figure out what we're gonna get. I mean, Mudbutt and I, we both went in on this, but we'll see. Quinny, you feel like you got a good eye for this kind of thing. Where's Alyn? Is Alyn moping around?
I think on my way back from kind of looking to see what's going on, I would like to grab a burrito if there's one available.
Go ahead and roll me a.
Burrito check?
Yeah, we'll say a Constitution save.
Oh no!
It's literally just to determine if there's a burrito. It's not the effect the burrito.
Oh,
will have.
okay. I thought you meant like whether I shit myself.
Yeah, I know that's the implication.
7.
I think I want a burrito. Well, you're gonna crap yourself half the time when you think that thought.
So unfortunately, there is the burritory is closed for the day.
Burritory.
So fries, pizza.
No, dude, you got one roll. You can't just
No, man.
The food court is closed for the fire festival.
I need some carbs. This makes no sense.
Look, more millennials showed up than expected to the fire festival, and they didn't.
So it's just like 2-hour lines for anything.
Yeah, Ja Rule is like still trying to sell it as a thing that's worthwhile, but yeah, it's a disaster.
I see.
So I
Okay.
kind of yell out and I'm like, hey, honey, if you're hungry, there's a whole bunch of apple and pork barrels back here.
Oh, are there?
Yo, yeah, that's what we meant for brunch. Yeah, I still got a fresh barrel.
Alyn, he makes a point. Also, we have to pick out a prize that may be magical, so you want to come take a look at stuff wrapped in paper with us?
Yeah.
All right, honey. Now you tell the nice man here which one of these prizes you'd like.
Okay, what do they look like? You know what? Show us the prizes, man behind the counter.
If we've got
I mean, new
like
friend.
11 minutes, I can do, or 10 minutes, I can do detect magic.
Just waiting for my item generator to boot. Again, they're all different shapes and sizes. Alyn, you look longingly at a burrito-shaped one for just like a hot second, but there's no hope. Man, this website's really fucking me. There we go. Okay, great. So basically, I think because you have both Alyn and Quinny kind of trying to suss out what's good, I'll let you roll twice on this chart, and you can pick which of the two you want. So
All right.
Go ahead and roll a d10, please.
I was gonna say I'll do one number and you do the other number, Adam. Because I feel like we're at the core of the picking because we both have chips.
Okay. Do I have to roll something or?
In a second. So Tom, I rolled a 9.
Okay.
And then
am I-
did you need me to roll another one?
No, you're getting 2 rolls, and then I'll tell you what those 2 rolls correspond to, and then you can choose which of the 2 you want to keep.
Oh, great. Okay, that was a 9. Adam, roll a d10.
D10. Okay. You look like a 10. 6.
6. Okay, so you can choose between a potion of bull's strength or an arcane scroll that will allow you to command undead.
Ooh, that one.
All right, we get 1 vote for Arcane Scroll that allows you to control undead. Anybody else
Yeah.
want to argue for the Potion of Bull Strength?
If my little girl wants to control skeletons, then that's exactly what she's gonna get. So
What you're saying is like a good friend of yours would agree with you, and then they would help you get the scroll, right?
I mean, sure.
And that's why we're the very best of friends, no matter what happens or what's revealed. Well, let's get to that scroll.
You got it, Reggie.
Yeah.
Okay, so you grab a scroll of command undead. So it's a one use. It will. It requires a wisdom save on behalf of the undead creature. It allows you some degree of control over an undead creature. Assuming the creature is intelligent, it perceives your words and actions as the most favorable way to do things. Its attitude is friendly. It will not attack you while the spell lasts. You can try to give it orders, but you must win an opposed charisma check to convince it to do anything that it wouldn't ordinarily do. It will never follow suicidal or obviously harmful orders, but it could be convinced that something very dangerous is worth doing. Cool.
I can't remember. Do wizards have the ability of, instead of using the scroll, to just learn the spell from the scroll?
Yes, if they take a bunch of time to do it. Like, it's not possible to do in a day, but it's like, I think it's a couple of weeks or something. Unless the DM says no in the case of our show, in which case no, which is also an option.
Yeah.
I think that's probably how I would lean, which is just that this is meant to be like a burn it and go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one use, it's a scroll with like a shard of bone attached to it. If you speak the words and snap the bone, then the spell will go off.
Alrighty, so we get that. Now, Mudbutt, I got kind of two questions for you. One, what's the next thing on our list, buddy? And two, how the fuck are we going to get those backstage passes? Because you barfed all over that waiter, so we don't got nothing.
Oh, my stomach gets me into more trouble than I deserve.
Seems like
as a Doctor Who fan, I'm like a little bit nervous about this waiter having been named Trenzalore. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it means anything, but freak me out.
So, Mudbutt, your plan to get the backstage passes was to either try and sweet talk people along the way, or to win the feats of strength, which are known to hand out VIP passes as rewards for succeeding. But the feats of strength are not yet. That is one event away.
I like look over his shoulder and see the thing, and I'm like, I just want to be clear. Your plan was to win the backstage passes from the feats of strength, and we didn't take the potion of bull's strength.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh,
Well, bold choices are being made today. Bold choices.
Like
Bold.
I said, if my little girl likes skeletons, then she's gonna get all the
yeah,
skeletons she
you're an
wants.
idiot.
Hey, come on! I'm trying my best here, kid.
It's his bachelor
Try
party.
harder.
Look, I know I missed all those baseball games way back when, but like, I'm
What
here now, and I'm listening. And I kind of like have a little pamphlet of like how to be a good dad, and I'm kind of like, well, I said that, and she still doesn't like me.
Do you know what? Let me just take Alyn aside for a second. I feel like it needs to be like a friend to friend conversation here. You're doing great. And I just want to like walk Alyn over to a corner, and I'm like, Alyn, listen, you don't know me terribly well, and clearly you have a lot of parental issues. So do I. My dad's a nightmare. Also love him. He protects me, but he hurts me. It's a really complicated relationship, and he's a terrible person. No parent is perfect, and as we grow up, we learn that our parents are mortal, in the case of most other parents. Mine, immortal, terrifying, but mortal. You've got someone here who's mortal, but who clearly just wants the best thing for you. Because what does he want the most today? Probably you'd say to kill this person, right? That's his whole plan?
Yeah.
I don't think that's the thing he actually wants the most, because if he'd wanted that more than he'd wanted you to be happy, he would have taken that potion of bull's strength. He wouldn't have got that scroll for you.
So you're saying that you think he's using his whatever he quote unquote wants to do, as in like wanting to kill this guy, as like some sort of ruse for getting us to bond or something?
I'm just saying, it seems like that's
Because
his big goal.
that's fucked.
Well, I mean, is it? What do you spend your time doing? Because from all the stories I've heard over this last little bit, it sounds like you travel around and kill important people. I don't understand that, but it seems to be your thing. This Planteer person, would they kill you if they met you?
Maybe.
The term wizard fight echoes briefly in your head.
That's right. I was trying to remember if we'd met this specific guy or not.
So that was a different guy, but
Yeah.
he's one of the Planteer siblings.
From an outside meta version, we met this guy at the Thiefies, which is where we found out about Winchester, and he was a bit of a peener, but that was all.
You also met him at the auction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. If this is a big wizard who's going to be your enemy at some point, then maybe Mudbutt's taking them out for vengeance, but for protection, and he invited you because he knew you were better at this, and it would be a chance for the two of you to do something together that you're very good at and interested in. It's like a shared interest, thinking about you and himself. I'm saying, best case scenario, you actually have a solid parent who is mentally ill and an alcoholic, and you're going to have to deal with that, and
and invents memories that we don't have. Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
Or you have an ally who's useful, who will help you kill someone that you actually want to kill in the end game anyways. So, I mean, I see like you've got two kind of big options here, which is roll with it and try to make a success, or keep treating him like crap, and you've already said you're going to fight this fight no matter what, so then he'll just be sad.
I just hate going into things like this so unprepared.
What if he... Okay, this is going to be from out of nowhere, but think about it. What if you start calling him Dad, but then start asking for more thought on the plan? You know, give him something he wants, and then you get to wheedle. It's about gifts and wheedling. That's the key to being a great child, to get the most out of your parent. If I was like, Dad, shut up, this plan's stupid, women are better fighters than you, I would get punched into the ground and I'd be dead. Instead, I'm like, you're right. But have you noticed how the other side had a lot of female mages and now we work for the Horde? Also, I brought you these skulls for the Lord of War or whatever. Take these skulls. Definitely wasn't somebody else who did the killing. I'm so sad. But also, what about that? And then he learns. Could you embrace Mudbutt to save Mudbutt?
I hate to admit it, but you have a point.
So I think the thing you got to remember is just gift and then wheedle. That's your new strategy. The old G and W.
All right.
So,
And I'd turn around and just be like, okay, Dad.
And I'm kind of sitting on a stool, and I was like being sad, and like I had Richard on my finger, and I was kind of just like sadly tooting my flute, and he was just kind of like dancing on my fingers, like do, 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 do. And then you said Dad. I was like, ooh. I put him back in my beard, and I'm like, wait, what did you say?
Dad.
And then, yes.
Let's get planning.
Oh, and then I kind of like, I like a little tear comes down my face, and I give you a big hug, and I'm like, oh, your mother will be so happy that you and I are father and daughter now. Do I still have to drink if I talk about that?
I'm quite a bit taller than him, so my arms are kind of like straight out as he's hugging me, and I just kind of bring them in, like my hands in to kind of pat the top of his hat.
my top hat, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, all right. Well, so okay. Wait, you want me to come up with a better plan than I have? I mean, I'll try.
Let's just like talk through the plan with everyone.
Oh, okay.
And figure out what we're gonna do step by step.
All right. So I take like a napkin off of the bar, and I kind of like wet my finger in a used drink, and I kind of start drawing it on the map. It's like, so here he is in his performance tent, and here we are in the audience. We're currently having a great time, because even though I don't like him, he's really good. Then, with our backstage...
I wave Quinny and Reginald over.
Oh, right.
They're not already here.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, is this an action? Oh, it's a plan. Okay, great.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. So what I was saying, he's performing there. We're having a great time because he's actually really good, even though he's kind of evil. So then, with our backstage passes that we have, we'll go backstage and be like, oh, that was a really great show. And then he'll be like, oh, thanks, I'm an idiot. And then I'll be like, you know how much of an idiot you really are. And then I'll pull up my hat that I'm using to protect my face. And I'll be like, do you remember me? And he'll be like, oh, now I'm a real idiot. And then I'll just split him in half. And
okay, so the same plan that you had before.
Well, actually, this plan
this
plan now involves revealing himself before he attacks, so it's actually worse.
So I'm just
Gift.
just a counter.
Start with
point.
a G. Start with a G. I'm just whispering over his shoulder. You got to start with a G. Give him the gift. Just you can say something nice. You give something he wants. Use the word dad a bunch.
That's a really great start to the plan. Great.
Right, now say I love you.
Great outline. Just to play devil's advocate, what if instead of him being like, oh, I'm really dumb, he's like, I'm really smart. And
I mean, he did trick me
I
that
don't
one
think
time.
I'm going to let you do what you think you're going to do.
That's right. He did trick you that one time. That's true.
You're right. I mean, he did trick me to
So
burn
let's-
down my whole kingdom.
Yeah,
a smart
maybe
guy
we should
would
just
do
plan
that.
for worst case scenarios.
Like maybe he goes for the door and then he trips and he's like, oh, because I can't walk well, and then I just kind of just chop at him.
What if instead of he trips and falls, what if he starts to, I don't know, fly away?
He can
and some
fly?
of his maybe, and guards of his come and attack us.
Oh, wait, where'd he get all these guards from?
Quick, give him a gift. Give him a gift. He's starting to think. Give him a gift.
Oh,
You want to
no.
drive the bus.
Oh, I know.
No,
okay,
Dad?
we'll buy the guards some souvenirs, and then when they're all preoccupied with them being like, "Well, I wonder where I'll put this in my house," then we'll sneak in and we'll chop him in half.
I throw my hands up and look at Quinny and Reginald and be like, I can't do this.
Okay, you got to give him another gift. Just say I love you. It'll shut him up so hard. It'll be great.
Oh,
Say I love you, Dad.
is there no other way?
I love you, Daddy. That'll hit him the most.
Oh,
I've tried the other. It doesn't work with the wheedling. You have to wheedle your way around. Just say, I love you, Daddy. Just gonna be. You have that book, Cyrano de Bergerac? We're doing that. So I'll just whisper in your ear. I love you, Daddy.
I literally have like my hands on my chin. I'm just like moving my mouth like, I love you, Daddy.
But I'm worried
But I'm worried
Oh no!
that he might be too strong.
that he might be too strong.
Your plan relies on me,
Your plan relies on me.
and I might not be strong enough because I'm your little girl.
And I might not be strong enough
Oh, don't say that. I mean,
because I'm your little girl.
So we need a better
I just
plan.
almost throw up.
Keep the barf in your mouth. Keep the barf in your mouth. I know you're new, but so I need a better plan. Say it.
So I
need a better plan.
So I need a better plan.
Yeah, you can't ask me questions out loud. It really blows.
Sorry.
So can we plan something to make me more safe because I'm a harmless little girl?
So can we plan something to make me more safe? And I grit my teeth because I'm a harmless little girl.
And that's I love you,
Alyn,
Dad.
can you roll a
I
deception
love you,
check?
Daddy.
I don't believe harmless little or girl coming out of Alyn's mouth.
11.
Yeah, you don't. You say it, but we've all seen, including Mudbutt, how many people you've exploded. So Mudbutt, something seems off, and like Butthole was always on board for plans, but he seems to be really kind of being sneaky like a certain wizard you remember.
now
Am I sensing that he's
No, you're
But this
having
is
the full body reaction that you as Laura, a player,
Okay.
just had. So what's up with that, Mudbutt?
I just to interject here. I can't help but notice that Reggie, you're just kind of like getting real close and like whispering as we're having this conversation. That's kind of rude. Just not to be a stick in the mud or anything like that.
Well, I just here's it. Just a second. Here's the thing, and I go over and whisper to him, and I'm like, I've been trying to get Alyn to come around to the idea of calling you Dad. That's why I worked her over there. She came back and says, I love you, and Dad, I'm trying to help her break through her feelings, but she needs some coaching. So I'm
okay.
helping her. You can see she's bad at it. She means it, but look how bad she is at saying things out loud.
Now hold on. I don't like people talking about my daughter this way. Now, look, you have Mudbutt blood flowing through your veins, and that doesn't mean that you are weak. Us Winchesters are a strong breed, and I saw you take.
Are you talking to me? Because I'm not related to you. I think you mean to be talking to Alyn.
Talking to my daughter, Reggie. Now,
Oh, okay.
hold
Sorry,
on.
I'll leave. Okay, Alyn, you can talk to him.
Look, I understand that going after a wizard that tricked your father is a little bit scary. But trust me, I saw you in there. Look, okay, I'm gonna take the proverbial cat out of the bag here. Do you know why I had a fake ninja party attack us?
Please tell me.
Because I wanted to see something. I wanted to see how my flesh and blood daughter did in a panic situation. And what did I see? I saw somebody strong. I saw somebody independent. I saw somebody looking out for their friends. But most importantly, I saw somebody looking out for their father. And
Most importantly.
well, I mean, it's my bachelor party, so that's most importantly, but only today. And so like I just wanted to confirm that you are someone special, and more so not for me, but for you to see that.
Aw, shucks, Dad.
Alyn, it turns out the real chosen one is you.
And I kind of nod. I'm just like, mm-hmm. So, I mean, look, I'd really like your help with this bad guy wizard. And I'm not going to beat around the bush here. Your old pop's been taking lumps on the head his entire life. So maybe I don't have the kind of smartsies that you have. But, I mean, do you have a plan to take him out?
I think we need to collect some intel, do some recon on, his guards, any protections around him.
Oh, okay. All right, well, why don't we do that then? We'll sneak out of the casino, and we'll go to his base, and we'll look around, and look all inconspicuous-like, and then we'll get in formation.
Okay.
All right, let's go, gang.
So with that, you all sneak out of the casino, not paying any mind to the man in the tuxedo with the long red cape and long dark cane with white tips, doing close-up magic nearby, whose eyes follow you the entire way out.
This episode of Dum-Dums and Dragons features the voices of Ryan LaPlante at the Ryan LaPlante on Twitter, Tyler Hewitt at Tyler_Hewitt on Twitter, Laura Elizabeth at EL Hamstring on Twitter, our amazing special guest, and our fantastic DM Tom McGee at McGeeTD on Twitter. This episode was edited by Ryan LaPlante, and all of Dum-Dums and Dice's art is by Decapitated Markers, or at Decapitated Marker on Twitter. That's MRKR. Our theme songs are And Now for That Massive Coronary and Skipping Through the Orchestra Pit Part 1 by Peter Gresser, and our ad music is No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, all available at freemusicarchive.org. When it comes to Dum-Dums and Dice, you can visit our website at dumdumdice.com. Our Twitter and Instagram are at dumdumdice, and on Facebook at facebook.com/dumdumdice. But most importantly, we've got merchandise at redbubble.com/people/dumdumdice, or you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/dumdumdice. That's DUMBDUMBDICE. Now I'm off to do more magic. See you next episode. Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time. Christian Menicola, Long, the Half-Blind Prophet, James Cuellar, DM Rob, Christopher Little, Joshua White, Olin Anderson, Sue One, Devin Boyce, George Dolby, One True Artistry, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.